next to Armstrong Homes in beautiful Ocala. We offer the best prices and highest quality products for your company, team, school, or nonprofit. Whether looking for screen-printed shirts, embroidered polos, or travel team uniforms, you'll be sure to find it at Legacy Team Sales. Come visit our new 27,000 square foot facility. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff will assist you in every part of your custom purchase. LTS carries the hottest brands in the industry like Under Armour, Russell, Mizuno, Asics, Badger Sports, Gildan, Pacific, Ogio, and many more. At LTS, screen printing embroidery is done in-house and we guarantee customer satisfaction. Stop by, give us a call, or check us out on the web at shoplts.com. Remember the name, LTS.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Palm Garden of Ocala leads in the area of orthopedic care with proven outcomes. Planning to have a new hip or knee joint due to arthritis or as the result of a fall? Palm Garden may be the answer. Guests appreciate the services of highly trained therapists and state-of-the-art equipment. And if you pre-register, you can secure a private room at no extra charge by mentioning this ad. Palm Garden makes no bones about it. They provide the best in orthopedic care. Call 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
WWWOCA,
Hi, this is Mayor Kent Gwynn. Have you ever wondered what the younger generation thinks? Well, here's the chance to find out. The Mayor and the Millennials coming soon to WOCA 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
WOCA.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Palm Garden of Ocala leads in the area of orthopedic care with proven outcomes. Planning to have a new hip or knee joint due to arthritis or as the result of a fall? Palm Garden may be the answer. Guests appreciate the services of highly trained therapists and state-of-the-art equipment. And if you pre-register, you can secure a private room at no extra charge by mentioning this ad. Palm Garden makes no bones about it. They provide the best in orthopedic care. Call 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
Yeah, I'm that drip coming down from the corner of the room. But where did I come from? I'll never tell.
Bone Dry Roofing can and will fix it right the first time using quality materials and will deal honestly and fairly with you, period. You can find Bone Dry Roofing on their website, bonedryroofingllc.com, and Facebook at Bone Dry Roofing LLC. Do it right before your roof needs a tarp to keep the elements out. Bone Dry Roofing stands behind their work to help make your home safe and secure, plus they have financing available. Remember, if you're not bone dry, then you're all wet.
Cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies. We're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
All right, 10 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to read you something from the news. This was printed on the USA Today website 2 hours ago.
Okay.
Right? Is NASA trying to cover up a UFO sighting?
Okay.
First line in the story is a question. Space conspiracy theorists are accusing NASA of cutting a live stream from the International Space Station just as an unidentified object comes into view. Theories began swirling on the YouTube earlier this week after YouTube user StreepCap1 posted a video of the stream on July 9th. Now, I had a story, but I hadn't seen it on USA Today. And the two schools of thought are A, it's I don't know what they think it is, but it's just something that's explainable. B, it's something that is mysterious and NASA didn't want you to see it. Or C, it's something that mysterious and it caused the streaming video to drop off. Theory D, my theory could be that, I don't know, my computer goes off sometimes for no seemingly reason.
Explain and delete it there.
I almost said it.
Yeah, I saw you.
Jim Marrs is on the phone. He's a journalist, a prominent figure in the John F. Kennedy conspiracy press. His book, Crossfire, The Plot That Killed Kennedy, was a source for Oliver Stone's film JFK. He's a New York Times bestselling author. He wants to talk to us about the debate about alien life, and it is a cover-up actually happening. Good morning, Jim. This is a fascinating topic, and who knew there was a story to lead right to this. Good morning, sir.
I know. You stole all my thunder. I was going
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I was going to tell everybody about this thing. In addition to everything else, I did write a book called Alien Agenda, and it is I have been told that it is the top-selling nonfiction book on UFOs in the world.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's been translated into about a dozen languages, including Chinese. So this thing, okay, I've watched the video. They managed to, this was a live feed from the International Space Station.
Right.
And of course, there's always somebody who's taping, right? So they got a tape of this thing, and it's very bright, and in comparison to the curvature of the Earth, it's got to be huge. And it's coming straight down, like it's entering the atmosphere. And then, I swear, guys, to me, it looks like it begins to slow, and then it almost comes to a stop, but you can't tell because just as it seems to stop, then the feed goes. You go to the gray screen. Now, the thing is, I've heard your explanations, and any of those could be true, but I got to mention that this is not the first time that NASA cuts the feed every time something unusual comes into view.
See, I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah.
They do.
In fact, a couple of years ago, they actually said they were going to just dismantle the feed from the International Space Station and just not even show these things anymore. But public outcry caused them to keep going. But when something hoves into view, that somehow or another they always block it. This is. If you go outside the city and actually start looking up at the night sky, where you can really get a clear view. You can do this with just your regular eyesight, but particularly if you get hold of night vision, you'll find there's all kinds of things moving around up there. And as an award-winning aviation aerospace writer, I think I know a site when I see one. I think I know an aircraft when I see one. And I've seen things up there that come together and separate or together and seem to meld together, and they are zigzag, or there's just
really.
I think there's stuff going on up there, and of course now we have to wonder because I wanted to talk to you about the re-release of Battlefield Earth.
Oh yes. That's a 47 and a half hour audiobook.
I know. Can you believe that?
That's huge.
With sound effects, actors, and a musical score, especially written for that.
That is some project.
It's a massive project. And the thing is, I remember reading this back in the 80s, I guess, and it's a good, rollicking science fiction story, but here's the crux of it. It's all about these aliens who come to the Earth not to slash and destroy, but they represent the Intergalactic Mining Corporation that has borrowed money so they could come and exploit the mineral resources of the Earth. So they're down here strip mining the Earth, and by the way, these pesky humans get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I think it leads us into areas that maybe we should be thinking about. Stephen Hawking recently warned that maybe we shouldn't be sending these probes out into space, letting everybody know where we are, because we might not like who comes to visit.
Well, and they might not like us. I mean, I say this all the time. When we came across the ocean and met the Native Americans, it wasn't exactly like, we're friendly and so are you. It's like, we're going to kill you and take over.
Exactly.
Right.
So no wonder they don't want to come down here.
I think that's absolutely right. In fact, if you stop and think about it, supposedly we've been to the moon 6 times and then just stopped. and it's been 30 years or whatever. It hadn't ever gone back. No, wait a minute. I'm old enough to remember before we went to the moon,
Right.
and the talk was we were going to colonize the moon, set up a base on the moon, mine the mineral resources, and it was going to pay for the space program. But that never happened. So what's going on?
Maybe somebody else is mining it. Maybe that's what they're doing.
I think they quarantined us, and they said, look, keep your hatred and your warfare to yourself. You're not bringing it out in space,
It could be. Do you think L. Ron Hubbard had any UFO sightings or any close encounters, that kind of thing?
I don't know if he had any personal experiences, but I do know that he was extremely close to some of the biggest thinkers and movers and shakers at the time, and he probably knew what they knew. And I think that's why, any good science fiction book, think of some of the best science fiction writers, Isaac Asimov, for example.
Yeah.
These guys were not just dreamers and fiction writers. They, when they weren't writing their science fiction, they were scientists, and they really kind of knew what they were talking about. And that's why so much of the science fiction has turned out to be science fact. In fact, I don't know if you knew this, but Stanley Kubrick, was making his movie, the 2001: A Space Odyssey, and NASA was so impressed with his spacesuits and his aircraft and everything that they actually patterned a lot of our real space stuff after his movie.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool stuff. Yeah, I was a big fan of his, and a huge fan of 2001: A Space Odyssey. But I don't think he played a role. Did you see the statement his daughter issued? I guess people were taking something out of context that he said as evidence that we didn't really go to the moon, that he actually helped with the making of the footage that we call the moon footage.
Well, okay, I've seen the documentary. I've seen the statements of Rosemary Wood, Nixon's secretary, and Mrs. Kubrick and others, and it seems quite factual that here was the whole thing. Going to the moon, come back, you got to go through the Van Allen radiation belt. And they in space, just like in air flight, weight is everything. So they couldn't shield the space capsule. They couldn't make it out of lead or whatever. So there was a big concern that they go to the moon, they come back, and everybody say, okay, where's the pictures? Where's the films? And they would be fogged because of the radiation belt. And so apparently they did covertly hire Kubrick to film a moon landing, okay, just in the event that they got back and they didn't have, any legitimate film or it had been fogged by the radiation.
Oh, gosh.
So the question becomes, of course, what did we see? Did we see a real moon landing?
Are you sure that happened?
Or did we see Kubrick's recreation?
Are you sure?
Now,
are you sure about that though? That Kubrick
about
did that?
Kubrick, his daughter denied it.
Yeah. And
Sure.
I've also saw Alexander Haig. He was admitting to that, and Rosemary Wood, Nixon's secretary, talked about it. Here's the key point. If we had the original moon videos or films, experts would be able to tell us, if it's real or not. But NASA says they taped over them and destroyed them all. Didn't think anybody would say.
Well, I love this conversation. I wish we had more time. Jim Marrs, thank you for being on with us. You have a website?
JimMarrs.com, and be sure and go to BattlefieldEarth.com, and you can read about all those. It's an incredible mind movie that they've made.
It's a wonderful project. I can't wait to get it myself. Thank you, Jim. That was fun. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Carol McHugh. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg apologizes for disparaging comments about Donald Trump. In a statement, Ginsburg says her comments were ill-advised. Governors Mike Pence and Chris Christie, Senator Jeff Sessions, and former House Speaker Newt Gingrich. One of them may end up being Donald